This is a Fox News alert. Last night, the Ninth Circuit announced that they were going to refuse to reinstate the travel ban. Drudge has a headline right now. Appeals court keeps the door open. Our door's open. Judge Jeanine Pirro from The Weekend Show joins us right now. Was it politics?
Oh, without a doubt. But you know why it was politics? It was politics from the get-go. The reason Washington was a plaintiff in this case, along with, Minnesota or wherever. Washington State, the state of Washington, is because they knew it would go to the Ninth Circuit, which is the most liberal, laughed-at, left-wing, overturned. Something like 90% of their cases are overturned by the United States Supreme Court. Everybody knew that this was the place to go. So from the get-go, it was a political decision.
So if it makes it to the Supreme Court, is there a chance it could be overturned?
Yes. You know why I think so? Even though it's a 4-4 right now. And you know what? I think personally, President Trump should use the nuclear option, get Gorsuch on the court, and let's start doing business.
They're going to delay Gorsuch if they think that'll happen.
Well, that's what they're going to do, but he's got the nuclear option. But here's the thing. This is, and let me make one thing perfectly clear. If you are not a citizen of the United States of America, you do not have the right to come to the United States, period, end of the story. The president has the plenary authority, the power to determine who comes into this country. And all this talk about constitutional rights, if you are from Somalia, I got a news flash. You do not have constitutional rights in this country. And Congress has agreed with the plenary power authority of the president in terms of national security and immigration with, what is it, the 8 U.S.C., what is it, 1182F, when they said that the president at any time can make a decision to block an alien from coming to this country. So it's not about people with green cards. It's about Joe Schmo Mohammed, who doesn't have any vetting from another country where they've promised to send in individuals and jihadists to kill us.
And it's just so Mohammed III. That's a little bit different than the way you're talking about.
Yeah, he may have more.
But here's what Donald Trump said in response. You see, in court, he tweeted out the security of our nation is at stake. I hope he answered there, because he's got so many other fights to have. He's got an attorney general to do this.
Right.
Let it go, because front and center are 10 issues in legislation, from taxes to repealing Obamacare. Don't you hope the same thing?
Of course I hope the same thing, and the country hopes the same thing. And you know what? The viewers should not be distracted by the loud noise over here. America is very focused on what Donald Trump is doing, and what he's doing is exactly what he promised it to do, and that is to repeal or repair or whatever he's going to do Obamacare, to protect law enforcement, to take care of the immigration problem, and to deal with national security.
You know, Judge, it was just 3 weeks ago today. We were all down in Washington for the inauguration of President Trump.
Yeah.
Aside from this speed bump for him, he's having a pretty good week. I mean, every one of his cabinet nominees has been confirmed so far.
Right.
Of course, the Democrats are slow walking it. And when it comes to jobs, yesterday they had the CEOs of the airlines there. The Delta CEO has just announced 25,000 jobs, winning.
Winning without a doubt. And we knew this. I mean, Carrier, he didn't even get into the White House. He was bringing jobs in. And that's what America is listening to right now. America is saying, wait a minute, we're going to work. We're going to be able to take care of our mortgage, our rent, take care of our kids' college education. And all of this noise out there is nothing more than that.
Judge, everywhere we go, I always see law enforcement. I know you guys do too, and we thank them for their service. This is the president of Law and Order, and he ran on that. And he's saying now, if you hurt an officer, then there's zero tolerance. Listen to this.
We will do whatever we can to help you meet those demands. That includes a zero-tolerance policy for acts of violence against law enforcement. We all see what happens and what's been happening to you. It's not fair. We must protect those who protect us.
Look, without a doubt, we have to, and America is hearing that, because law enforcement officers have had a target on their back ever since it started with the last White House and Black Lives Matter and all this hogwash that's going on in this country right now. And you know what the response to that statement by the president was by Amnesty International? Quote, "This order will not protect anyone and instead creates additional penalties that could cause people to be significantly over-prosecuted for offenses including resisting resisting arrest. Well, I've got news for you. Resisting arrest is a crime. And if you resist arrest, you should be prosecuted. So people are complaining. Unless what?
Unless you're Charles Oakley.
Unless you're Charles.
I don't want to see him hurt.
But this is the point. It's about time we enforce the laws, and that's what the president is saying, that are already on the books. And the president is saying now, we've got Jeff Sessions, our new attorney general, we're now in a position to enforce the laws to make sure that people understand that law and order and justice is back in town.
And it's just some more of those campaign promises that he said he'd do, and he's doing them right now.
Without
Judge,
a doubt.
we're going to be watching you this weekend.
Right, and we're going to talk about what's going on with Ivanka and Nordstrom's, and I am not happy about that.
Wear your Ivanka shoes tomorrow, then.
I got a lot of them. Great shoes. Love them.
There you go.
Thanks, Judge.